Hey Aquarius, welcome to my channel and welcome to January 2025. This is going to be your monthly read. I am going to pull 12 cards. It's going to be a little bit different than my weeklies, and I'll let you see the cards as well. I just thought I'd come in and wish you a happy new year, and also thank you for all the love and all the likes, subscribes, and shares that you've shared with me throughout 2024. And I'm looking forward to 2025, and I hope that you are too, okay? So let's see what's in store for you here, okay? Of course, for Aquarius, I'm going to use both the star decks. So let's go ahead and take a look and see what's going on for you here. All right. What is going on for Aquarius? So let's pull the 12 cards. And in fact, I have a new spread that I'm using. So I might look over here just to make sure that I don't miss it, because I actually kind of sketched it out a little bit. Okay. So let's take a look at what you're springboarding into in terms of this new year and in terms of January, because again, this is going to cover this particular month. Okay. So, ooh, interesting. And I'm going to pull a clarifier for this too. Okay. So, you know what I'm getting is that what I get here is the Eight of Swords. Now, this is interesting because when I clarified it, it means that you felt that you were what's the word that I'm looking for? I kind of feel that you were a little bit, kind of feel like you couldn't move. You couldn't move in some sort of way. You felt paralyzed. You felt blindsided. You felt that you couldn't find what it is that you were looking for, and you were thinking and thinking and thinking and trying to find a way out. But what I get here is that you weren't listening to intuition here, okay? So in this last year, it's kind of like you've tapped in to your intuition much more deeply. And with the lead card, this is you taking the lead in terms of that. So it's kind of like you're leading with your intuition because you know how important it is. It's just as important as your mind, and that's important to remember here. I do feel that you're being very intuitive. You're being very compassionate with yourself. You are being very calm. This is something about, there's a sense of patience a little bit, but there's also about being very loyal to yourself. All right. So it's kind of like you're not any longer lying to yourself. You're giving yourself compassion from the last year as you move into this new year, and you've learned some sort of big lesson, is that you are never stuck. There's always a way out. There's always a solution. Now, it might not be the solution that you might think it might be, or that you would want it to be ultimately, but there is always a solution to a situation. And before, rather than feeling paralyzed and not doing anything, it's now you're being compassionate with yourself and saying, hey, my intuition is just as important as my mind is. And I'm going to actually, use that to my advantage as I springboard into 2025. So, and you're taking the lead on this. So it was a big lesson as far as maybe you look back and think, man, I wasted so much time. I know I can think about that for myself. I'm thinking, Dad, why didn't I do that? But at the same time, there's always a reason and a pace for everything. And I think that you are being a lot more compassionate with yourself, and you are also focusing in on your intuitive abilities. And that, my friends, is really helping you for 2025. So let's take a look as we move on into 2025 and what comes up here. So those were some of the lessons that you have learned from the last year. Now, your aspirations moving into this particular year, wow. You are not slowing down. Okay, see, look at this. I get the 10 of Cups. All right, this is long-term happiness. All right, so this is focusing in on what brings long-term happiness. Now, this is Cups, so it could be coming together with another person, or what is your rainbow for you? Like, what is, what brings the sunshine and what really makes you feel emotionally happy, right? There's no price you can put on happiness, and every aqua out there is going to have a different point of view in terms of what happiness means. To me, it's joy. I mean, I know that if I experience joy, in my work, or in anything that I do, or anything that I take on, or just in my life in general, when I experience joy, I know I must be doing something right. All right. So that's one thing, is like kind of like follow how you feel. And this is kind of sharing emotions. This could be emotionally long-term happiness. This could be coming together with someone that way as well. But there is going to be fast action. So no more like standing back, kind of like I mentioned in that first card, the first few cards that came out. in the past, spread. This is more about you travel, change, and movement. It's like you're not sitting down. You're not going to be paralyzed. You're not feeling like there's a way out. No, you're going to find a way, come what may, whatever it takes. It's kind of what I'm getting. But there's fast movement and energy, and I do get moderation. So this is not moving, maybe not moving too fast for long-term happiness, but not moving, not too slow, but putting in the step by steps. Okay. So moderation is going to be your theme, especially in the month of January. It is about, grounding yourself, grounding your emotions, listening to your emotions, but also listening to the practicality around it, Sagittarius energy. So I get a lot of fire and a lot of water energy that is coming through. Anything else that's going to be important for you here in terms of aspirations for the next year? What do we get? Moderation is key. Yeah, you're going to keep moving forward is what I get. There's a big integration of something new. You've gone through such a big transformation. And the interesting thing is that you're going to fight for what it is that you want and go after it. Okay. So whatever that is for you is like, I feel that it is about, there's some sort of integration that is taking place, and it's like a transformation for you. So I feel that you're integrating the light and the dark sides. It's kind of like, I feel that you've gone through such a big transformation. You've achieved some sort of balance with that. Now, it could be with your masculine and feminine sides. So that could be the case. It just could be your dark and your light side. You're going through a major transformation here. Okay. And any other advice that's going to be key, especially because coming up within this month, passion, your desire. This is about your desire for whatever it is. Now, this could be a person, place, or thing, a desire for someone for long-term happiness. Once that is fulfilled within you first, because that is what brings that long-term happiness. But this could be that strong energy that keeps you alive inside. And again, it could be a person, place, or thing. Or if you're focusing on relationships, it could be moderation in relationships. And to not jump towards things. And if you don't know what path that you're on right now, the cards are indicating that things are going to be illuminated. So if you're not sure where you're at right now, in terms of moving forward for 2025, things are going to be illuminated within this month. So just note that. And the path and the direction that you're going to move into is going to be in light. It's going to be lighted up for you here. So it will be illuminated. So the biggest thing for you to do right now is to focus in on getting out of the sorrow and into the change. Like I said, out of the 8 of Swords and into the 10 of Cups, and going through that transition, okay, and going through that spiritual maturity on another level. We keep moving up another level, right? It's just another level and another level, and every illumination is just as exciting as the one before, and it's always so worth it. So if you're not thinking of that now, things will be worth it. You're going through a sense of maturity and seeing things from kind of like a bigger picture, so to speak. So not getting kind of tied in too much with all the details and such. But let's take a look a little bit further. Let's take a look at what might be standing in your way in terms of these aspirations that you have moving forward. And we'll get into career. We'll get into a little bit of that too. So, and other areas. Let's take a look. What's keeping you? Okay. All right. All right. So this is putting in the hard work. Okay. And this is perfecting your skill. So, and it really came out this way. So really it's about, this is about stopping for a moment. And then it is, have you been putting in the work? This is about specializing in your skill. Have you been doing that? So it's time to break free out of an old way of thinking. All right. So maybe if you haven't been perfecting your skill, putting in your expertise, focusing in on what needs to be done on a day-to-day basis, it's time to do that. Okay. There was a time where you had some rest only because of your mind a little bit was the cards were basically saying is that you didn't know which way to go, right? And so you just stood still, all right? And that is fine, but now it's about like knowing that you need to take action. You're breaking out of an old way of thinking and you're realizing, my gosh, I haven't been putting in the work. I need to go ahead and do that. So the only thing that can stand in the way of you and your dreams in dreaming big is really putting in the work. It's actually taking action because you have the talent, you've got the intuitive abilities, you got everything before you. And I won't be surprised if I see the magician card here coming up. But I'm telling you, and I think that you know this, so it's not me telling you. I feel that the cards are saying, you know, it's time to break free from an old way of thinking and start putting in the work. Okay. So that's what this is saying. Now, if there's anything that can help you, what is that comes through? Because otherwise you'll lead to disappointment. You feel that maybe you're not putting in the work because you feel you're going to be disappointed again. Maybe because you have in the past, but every situation is different and we're heading into a new year and 2025 is different here. So this is traveling to a different, traveling and this is you going with the flow and participating now. This is you are participating and having a breakthrough. So this is interesting because this breaking free is that breakthrough that is coming through right here. Okay. So there is a breakthrough, but it's going to take, before you get there, it's an opportunity to travel. Okay. So this could be traveling in the mind, or you might have to travel elsewhere. This is, sometimes you're going to be having to go with the flow. All right. Because you can't force something to happen, but you can take the steps in order to move in that direction of what you want and swim in that direction, right? Don't swim against the current, swim where things are working. Okay. So it's going to involve your participation. Okay. So no more sitting on the couch. Okay. I'm calling out some Aquarians out there. And again, no, I've done that myself too, guys. Okay. But going into 2025 to experience this breakthrough, it's going to be for you to participate. So it's like Aquarius putting skin into the game and being able to move forward. So that's what I'm getting there. Let's take a look even further and find out relationships and emotions in the coming year. Okay. Anything that's most important that wants to shine through. Relationships and emotions. Wow, guys. Woo. All right. Oh, nice. I got to clarify this one here. Okay, this is really cool. Now, this is the King of Rods at the bottom of the deck. Now, the King of Rods is that entrepreneur, that visionary, that leader. Sometimes they take risks to get what it is that they want. And it's the wand energy, so it's full of passion, right? So it's that's your underlying energy for that. But it's about putting something on strong, solid ground, Aries energy. So you could be dealing with the father figure, or this is you, with thinking and being very strong and having some clear thinking, because it's all the kings together, and it's focusing in on your stability and in your security here. Okay, and I do get the devil energy that you are breaking out of. Okay. So, which is really interesting. It's like strong, solid ground is what you need to focus in on. And then I get the devil energy coming through, Capricorn energy, and something coming down. So it's kind of like that, you need to put something on strong, solid ground. Because in the past, that hasn't been the way. It's been a little flimsy. Okay. So in terms of your relationships, and it's kind of like, I get the Two of Swords, like you're no longer undecided. You are moving forward because what? You got the clarity. And so that's what I wanted to share with you. In this particular time, you got the clarity of the mind regarding your emotions and how to validate them, how to express them in a way that is not angry, but is also a way that gets the point across, very professional in some sort of way. But I do feel that it's what I'm getting is like you're no longer at a crossroads. The clarity comes to you. So remember how we said like you weren't sure, like in terms of your dreams, like which way that you should go or what path that you should take. It's going to be enlightened for you. Allow it to unfold, and remember, stay in that flow. All right, to be, in that receiver mode of that, but at the same time, putting in the step-by-steps in order to make that happen. But this is getting the clarity you need. Like you're no longer, you got the clarity in terms of your relationships and emotions here. Now, what is coming through here that's really important here, okay? Because your relationships and emotions is that you've got the clarity to put something on strong, solid ground. So maybe it's not about entertaining perhaps, one-night stands, anything like that in terms of your relationships, or something that's quick and insignificant. I feel that that might not mean something to you for a lot of Aquarians out there. And it might be a change that you're making. It might be just a different type of a relationship that you're looking for now. And for those of you, whatever it is, and you got the clarity that you needed in terms of that, and you've been crowned with that in the mind. So then what? What else do we get? Yeah, it's about trusting. It's like now that you learned in 2024 about your instincts and about your intuition, you're trusting that more. You're trusting your intuition more, and I think it's going to be your ticket in especially within this month. You're no longer an outsider. You're going to trust and move forward. And this is focusing in on I am whole. I am conscious. I could go for my dreams. There's a shooting star up there, and you are all about consciousness. You are conscious of what had happened previously in 2024, and you won't not making that mistake again. And what do I get? Yeah, you're trusting totally, guys. I think that it is for a lot of Aquarians out there, you're feeling that it's safe for you to trust now because you trust you, and you spent a lot of time pouring the love into you and taking a lot of self-care. And because of that, you've been rewarded with this. So that instinct and that connection, as you're connected with the divine source, whatever that is for you, that you have become clear about what you want. And that mistake almost can't be made again because you know what that feels like, thinks like, and that was 2024, So that's what I'm getting here. Yeah, see, I know what the burden looks like. And it's kind of like the outsider was maybe something that you had maybe learned as perhaps like a child. And you looked like saying, I'm locked out of love. I'm locked out of the partnership or friendship or relationships. Whatever that is for you, but there was a burden that your adult self sees that's pointing out to your inner child and saying, no, this is what it is. So now we are one together, and it's about working together, not living through your inner child now, but having that adult clarity that you have at this moment and being able to kind of communicate, in the wholeness of yourself, that I know what that burden looks like. And now, inner child, you do too. So now we're on the same page. So that's what I'm getting for that. Let's take a look at what your career, work, and finances will look at. Let's take a look at what that is. Career, work, and finances. Yep. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Let's take a look. Ooh, this is so good, you guys. I wish that you could. Okay. Oh, I'm going to take it as they come. If they come upside down, I'm going to take it. Okay. And give me one more. Okay. All right. Bottom of the deck, source. So, connect with your source, your energy. Do make sure that you're replenishing yourself. Make sure that you're exercising, eating right. Do whatever that it takes to get this energy vibrant in you, because you're going to need that passion for your big dreams. Okay. But this is saying is that your connection with source is going to bring that vibrancy to you. So make sure that you're taking the time to connect with that. And that's going to help you because you've got a dream, okay? And this is the dream, all right? Asking the universe on what it is that you want. And this is about slowing down. So the card says slowing down the intensity of moving forward too fast. So you can have a successful completion, get that missing puzzle piece, get illuminated on that path, okay? So in your career, money, and finance, there's things that are going to be illuminated to you, but if you go too fast, you're going to miss it. So this is, again, almost like reiterating the previous, but it's like going with the flow. But in this spread, it's like you're going to get the missing puzzle piece that has been keeping you out of abundance. If this would have been upright, but this goes together, that missing puzzle piece, like what has been keeping me from my abundance, And so this is basically saying it's the projections. It is what you experience with others is almost something that is unhealed within you as well. So it's something to look at what is being, projected, what you're projecting to others, what others are projecting to you. But I feel that you are bringing all of that to some sort of harmony, especially within the mind. There's a sense of harmony and peace. So in your career, money, and finance, almost like your love life, it's, or your emotional, connections, your relationships and emotions this year, that has a direct connection on your career, money, and finance. So I feel that you're bringing in that harmony. It is a 10 card. So this tells me that you are getting some sort of harmony. And dolphins have that telepathic instinct. So you're connecting to that. And that's what that with source energy, and you're understanding that. So with this new understanding, you see your career, money, finances differently, and hence you're taking the lead in that differently. But there's going to be a missing puzzle piece that comes together here. It's not about pushing through too fast. It is slowing down and to take a look at step by step of what you're doing. Just don't rush into an agreement. Don't rush into a contract. Take a look at the whole opportunity that's before you, and then anything more that's going to be key for you. What do we need? Career, money, finance. Yep. Teamwork and collaboration. See, here we go again. Teamwork and collaboration. That's the Three of Pentacles. So this is about working together with others. It's something about working together with others. And you always felt left out in terms of doing that, but no more. You are now reaching your 10 of Cups. It's kind of like you maybe weren't meeting the partners that appreciated you as you did them, or whatever the case may be. But that 10 of Cups we saw at the very beginning, and that abundance that was in the upside down, has actually changed for you. And so it's now getting that harmony to what makes you emotionally happy, what really is long-term happiness for you. So again, every definition is going to be different for every aqua here. So anything more that you need to keep in mind for career, money, and finance? What do we get? What do we get here for you here? I'm the kind of person that finds it easy to make money. So this might be the, kind of something you might want to write within the comment section below, especially if you had thought differently and always felt that abundance was beyond your reach. And that's not a way of thinking moving forward. Your dreams are big. You are whole automatically. There is nothing that you need to change about you. This is just higher consciousness and learning even deeper about yourself and what it is. It's all these illuminations are going to be coming to you, at least a lot of them. But this 2025, especially in January, you're the kind of person that finds it easy to make money. And if you keep that mantra in mind, Aqua, that is going to resonate in things that you do. So this lack of mentality is not for you, especially starting within January here for your year. Okay. So keep that in mind. I'm the kind of person that finds it easy to make money. There you go. Okay. So career, money, finance. And I think you're able to do it in a smart way. Okay. There's just a different perspective that you have in career, money, finance. And you're looking for this collaboration, and you've been through a lot of ones that maybe weren't, suitable for you, but this is about taking responsibility for your life. And this is, you see the other side of what needs to be done, and you are gaining the clarity that you need to improve this area. Okay. So let's take a look at what is coming through here. What you need to focus in on the year ahead. Let's see what comes through here. What you need to focus in on the year ahead, especially starting within January, what you need to focus in on, what the cards say, what comes through. Okay. Wow. Okay, let's take a look. Yep. Okay. Okay, all right. So this is about slow and steady wins the race, okay? So what you need to focus in on is expressing yourself, expressing your emotions. Now, Aqua, I know that you're an air sign, kind of fixed, at the same time, but this is about expressing your emotions authentically. Especially as it comes to, especially as it comes to even love and relationships, and get others to help you with that, right? So maybe working together with others, but it's all about gaining authority over your emotions, all right? It's about having authority over your emotions. And this is very key, because if you don't have authority over your emotions, you don't have the inspiration to move forward. And this is saying it's time to balance that out once and for all. So this is about balancing and adapting, all right? And no longer kind of feeling like you have to fight or like to move forward. It's about, you're balancing out the conflict from the past emotions, all right? Memories of the past, in terms of maybe how emotions were expressed as you were growing up is different now for you as an adult, and you see the repercussions of that, from past into now. And I feel that you have an opportunity here. All right. You're going to, because you've balanced this out and you've adapted and made changes from, conflict from the memory of the past. Maybe that you around, caretakers or perhaps people that argued to get their way. It doesn't have to be that way. This is about having authority over your emotions, and this is focusing in on this new opportunity that you have. So this is abundance and prosperity. So I feel that moving forward, what you need to focus in on most is having authority over your emotions, because there's an opportunity coming through. What's this opportunity? Just real quick, what do we get here coming through for Aqua? What is this opportunity? Okay. This opportunity to take action and move forward, and to balance out emotions and get the Sun card. Wow. Sun card and the King of Wands. Wow. So maybe that this is, I almost get like not having authority over your emotions with the King of Cups in reverse, from the past. Now this is about moving forward and having faith and taking action with Cancer energy and moving for the Sun. Focus on what the outcome that you want to see. And this year ahead is all about being that visionary and being courageous and moving forward, and sometimes taking a risk and expressing your emotions, sometimes taking a risk in your leadership abilities. Something of the sort, it's going to require that. So moving forward, what you need to focus in on is taking leadership of your emotions is going to be key. Your most important lesson, especially in the month of January, what do we get? Most important lesson. What do we get? What is this? Eight of Cups. All right. Empress energy, birthing something new. So this is that sometimes you've got to walk away. Sometimes you've got to walk away to birth something new, Empress energy. It's about taking care of yourself. You've got a brand new opportunity for growth. Libra energy, and the Eight of Cups is walking away and taking a deep dive into the emotions. And you have to make a decision. Sometimes you have to stand up and make a decision, stand up for yourself, and to start something new. All right. So I think the biggest thing for you here is about moving forward at Knight of Cups here. Now, this is expressing emotions. It's coming up a second time. Isn't this interesting? Guys, it's coming up a second time on the most important lesson for this upcoming year, this month and upcoming year. It's all about balancing your emotions and expressing them. And you know how to use this. And you got a big heart, right? So now it's time to kind of crack that open a little bit more. And that's what I feel that's coming towards you, okay? Anything else you need to keep in mind in terms of doing that? When you do that, what is very key? Understand that no one can make you happy. You make yourself happy. So remember when I said dream big, like whatever your happiness is for you. So no one else can make you happy. You make yourself happy, right? And so those emotions, having authority over emotions, do what it takes to get, authority over your emotions there, and to be able to express them, as you see fit. And these are communication cards, so it helps, okay? And what else do I get? Are you being passive aggressive, or are you trying to seek revenge? Okay. So that could be the case too. So it's not about, seeking revenge, and it's about getting out of your head, reach deep into your heart, into your emotions right now. I'm telling you guys, third confirmation. Okay. I don't know if you can see that too well. These are kind of light, but see, guys, this is exactly what is coming through. Isn't that interesting? So, triple confirmation, a trifecta confirmation for you. And overall, where are you headed this month? Okay. Where are you headed this month? What comes through this month? Where is Aqua headed this month? What do we get? Overcoming obstacles and getting the balance that you need, getting out of impoverished mindset, moving forward energetically and curiously, walking away from something and having and focusing in on a new beginning that's going to bring in big prosperity. King of Pentacles. Man, guys, that really kind of sums it up right here. It is about overcoming conflict with justice and fairness, morality, your values, getting out of an old way of thinking. Be curious about how you thought about money in the past. He's curious about what he thought about money in the past. And this is moving forward with the Knight of Swords, and and wondering and walking away from that old way of thinking. All right. And then moving forward into, because a message comes through. It's like you've discovered something. And I do get the King of Pentacles. It's time to take control and be the boss of your domain. And this is taking that leadership and having the power over all of that old stuff. I mean, it was not only emotions, but also, impoverished way of thinking. And look at the bottom of the deck, Hierophant energy. It's like you've learned. Some of you are teachers in what you do. This is a spiritual teacher. This could be tradition. This is focusing in on, some of you, it could be going to school, but this is a teacher of life. You could be getting advice from someone, but what brings peace to your life. And this is about being strong. Okay. So you did a lot of introspection. And so now it's time to move forward. All right. And get out there, network, get out there socially with others. It is all about coming together with others. And then lastly, I think that's it, guys. Any other advice for you that's comes through? Let's just take a look. One last card. It's been a long read. One last card here. I'm going to pull an oracle card for you and we'll see what comes up for you. What's an oracle card for the month of January for Aquarius? What do we get? Earth Mother. Wow. This is a psychic recharge. Gosh, you're a grounded healer and you are a mentor, Aquarius. And I think that you know this, all right? You have probably a good connection with birds. I don't know if you've been seeing a lot of crows out there lately or ravens, but there's multiple layers to you and you're able to really be a mentor to others to help work through those layers is what I'm getting. So before you help another, it's kind of like you've experienced that yourself, and that's what I feel. So let me know if this resonates with you guys. I'm going to leave it there. If you are looking for a person, click the link in the description box below. And guys, happy 2025. And I look forward to seeing you next time. All right. Namaste.